Okay, so with all the bodywork now in the final stages of preparation, final stages of paint, I'm going to now start removing all the components from the bike that I need to refinish. I'm going to take the wheels out. These wheels were restored. That's shown in a previous video. We're going to take the wheels out because I now have the brake rotors painted. So wheels will come out. We're going to fit the brake rotors. I'm going to remove the exhaust mufflers. They're going to be all restored. So these will be repainted a gloss ceramic black, and then the muffler shrouds themselves will be have all the defects sanded back, and they'll be polished up, and then a slight grain put in them, which is close to the OE, how they came from the OE. Some people do give them a light polish and just leave it like that. Does look nice. The from factory they had a slight satin texture to them, but so I'll try to keep it as close to the OE as possible. We're going to remove this rear frame. I'm going to strip that, and that's going to be Cerakoted along with all the other brackets that I removed previously. Turn signals off. I've only got 2 good turn signals on this. I have put together enough parts to build another 2 turn signals, but they will have to be restored. So most likely we'll pull these all apart, and then we're going to paint the housings and polish the lenses, and that should give me 4 good turn signals, OE turn signals. Let's see what else. Once the wheels are out, I'll give everything a good clean because I can get better access in to the swing arm. So we'll do that. Yeah, and then I think and then the other thing is, yeah, I'm going to be removing all the brake lines. These are original brake lines. I want to keep those just because this bike is full OEM stock. But I need to remove the banjos, and they need to be Cerakoted black. They should be black. They were black from factory. And I will also Cerakote the banjo unions on the brake hoses, because they should be black. They've just faded over time. So I'll pull all the brake hoses front and back. Here you can see as well, same thing. So they will be Cerakoted black. Yeah, and then I'll just go over the bike. I have to pull this front brake master off because the brake fluid window is cracked. So I'm going to have to replace that. The clutch master is good. That actually has a replacement window in that I did a few years back, so don't need to do anything with that. I will remove the banjos, brake banjos, bolts, and just Cerakote those. Everything else though on here is all good. Yeah, so I think that's generally it. A few more little brackets I'll remove that I just want to change the finish on. It's like an olive green right now, and I want to actually go to Cerakote black. And then this muffler as well will come off and be restored, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's going to be the next phase of the restoration. Once I've got all those bits done, which, you know, I think will take me 3 or 4 weeks just to get that all lined up and get that finished, then we'll get all the parts back on, plus all the other parts that I'd already previously removed. And then, yeah, it'll just be a matter of finishing up the body work, get that on, and this project will be done. And we'll do a final reveal. So, okay, I'm going to put you on time lapse, and I'll crack on and and get the rest of it stripped down. And then yeah, here we have all the parts which I've removed and will need to be either refreshed. Mainly it's parts need to be replated, so all these parts in here will go either black zinc or Cerakote black. Same for this rear subframe. Yeah, this pile here will be gold zinc. This tub is black zinc. This tub is bright nickel. Yeah, I'll probably actually strip a few more parts off these calipers. These need to be black zinc. Maybe the mounting bolts as well, I'll do black zinc. Yeah, but in general, that's it. It's still quite a few parts that have to be processed one way or another. But I will, I think I'm going to do these myself, and I'll Cerakote black these. That's easy enough. And then these I'll send out for plating. Yeah. So yeah, next time you see this lot, it'll be hopefully all finished up, and we'll be putting it back on the bike. For the finish on the brackets, I'm using the Cerakote H series, which is oven cured at 250 degrees C for 2 hours to give a highly durable finish. The coating is applied with a spray gun, much in the same way you would paint. brackets refinished, I now mask off and paint the brake rotors. Okay, so we're at the point now where we can start reassembling the VF1000R. So yeah, as you saw, I Cerakoted all the brackets that we'd removed, and I'd got the fasteners in now, so we've got black zinc fasteners there, and then here we've got the bright nickel and the yellow zinc. So I think what we're going to do now is start at the front, and I'll start working from the front backwards. So we'll get everything cleaned up because the bike's been sat a while like this. Everything cleaned up, and then yeah, we'll start reassembling the front wheel, get the front wheel in, yeah, and work backwards from there. So I'll put you guys on time lapse, and then as I get each part kind of complete, I'll just bring you back so you can see that. But yeah, we'll just crack on now and get everything reassembled, ready for bodywork. So the first thing I'm going to do here is assemble all the fasteners for the brake rotors and get those mounted to the front and rear wheels. Okay, so we've got the front wheel fitted with all fresh hardware, as you can see there, and the rotors that we got resurfaced, so it's looking really nice, and obviously the wheels that we refurbished in a previous video. So next I'm going to get all the calipers mounted and the track system, and yeah, we'll take a look again when that's all on. front end assembly complete, we now turn our attention to the rear end, starting with the detailing of the swing arm before reassembling. With the rear wheel installed, I can now turn my attention to the remaining components, starting with fitting new hardware to the rear brake master cylinder.